Ahora sí, buenas noches. Eh, yo te quería preguntar, a ver, ¿qué nos puedes decir? Porque ayer notaba como cierto desánimo, ¿no? En una de las preguntas. Y es este camino, ¿no? Que le llaman estado natural, pero parece tan difícil. Es como
Desánimo,
que...
desánimo por parte de un participante.
Sí, sí. Este, y bueno, como, ¿qué es lo que podemos tener, ¿no? Mientras no realizamos eh, qué es lo que nos puede dar incentivo, ¿no? Mientras todavía nos sentimos separados. Eh, por ahí que tenga que ver con el jnana yoga, ¿no? La fe. Yo leía el otro día, o uno puede reconocer la verdad, ¿no? Aun cuando todavía no la pueda realizar plenamente. Leía el libro de Rata Lal y me emociona porque puedo reconocer que eso es así, ¿no? Que eso es la forma y que uno es eso. Eh, bueno, ¿qué es lo que nos puede impulsar? O sea, el deseo de verdad, mientras todavía no terminamos de realizar lo que somos. Eso te quería ver de qué nos podemos de vuelta, ¿no? Claro, porque parece que, sí, que quiero que el yo se agarre de algo, ¿no? Pero, pero como que no es todo lo mismo en un punto, ¿no? Como si bien todavía este, no terminamos de realizar lo que somos, estamos acá, ¿no?
Porque todavía estamos más interesados en otra cosa que en nosotros mismos. Todavía tenemos una que otra cosita en la agenda y cosas por hacer, metas que alcanzar, proyectos, sueños, no sé. También depende de cuál. Eso es intrínsecamente relacionado con cuán profundo sea el deseo por la liberación. Eso determina la intensidad del esfuerzo, si se quiere, para conocerse a sí mismo, o para uno conocerse a sí mismo. El sufrimiento, cuán harto esté de mí mismo, cuán convencido esté por experiencia propia de lo limitado de las experiencias sensoriales, que son transitorias, impermanentes, que el placer de los placeres me puede durar más que un rato. El cuerpo por el cual experimento placer también es limitado, dura solamente un rato. Entonces, ¿dónde hay paz? ¿Dónde? Yo quiero algo permanente, ¿sí? Yo quiero una experiencia de plenitud permanente. Es decir, quiero saber quién soy, porque eso es lo que realmente somos. La conciencia es plena, es completa, ¿m? Es beata, es beatitud, no sé si beata, pero es beatitud misma, ¿no? Paz o silencio absoluto, independiente de todo. Un segundo. Un segundo. Que la perra se está comiendo la tierra de una mata en general. Nunca lo había hecho. Me llamó la atención. ¿Estás comiendo tierra, loco? ¿Por qué? ¿No te han dado comida o qué? Un segundo, sí. Disculpe. So, perdón. El buscador puede que se descorazone porque el buscador no puede experimentar al ser. El buscador desaparece en el ser. Es decir, la idea de ser el buscador desaparece y el conocimiento del ser el ser queda develado. El ego no puede experimentar el estado libre de ego. El yo no puede experimentar el estado libre de yo. ¿Mm? El estado libre de pensamiento no puede experimentar el estado libre de... No puede, ¿sí? Nada puede experimentar su propia ausencia. ¿No? Por eso hay que entender claramente este concepto. Ya yo soy eso. No voy a alcanzarlo, no voy a obtenerlo, no pude haberlo perdido nunca. ¿No? Siempre he sido lo que siempre soy. Ahora, si yo soy eso, entonces, ¿qué debo de hacer para ser lo que ya soy? Hacer algo para ser lo que soy es creer que ya no soy lo que soy. Por eso se dice que si quieres saber quién eres, tienes que quedarte, simplemente tienes que quedarte quieto. Es decir, mentalmente quieto. ¿Y qué es lo que inquieta la mente? Algo. ¿Mm? Me inquieta la política, la economía, me inquieta, no sé, cualquier cosa. ¿Mm? Todas las preguntas también se les llama inquietudes, ¿sí? Tengo una inquietud, ¿sí? O sea, no puedo quedarme quieto hasta que no obtenga la respuesta. Quiero saber algo. ¿Mm? El objeto también puede ser intelectual. El último objeto, ¿sí? La iluminación, el ser, la conciencia, la divinidad, ¿sí? Algo que la mente nunca va a alcanzar, porque la sombra jamás ni nunca va a poder ver al cuerpo que la proyecta. Todo depende de a lo que a mí respecta, y el autoconocimiento no es lo más importante en la vida de uno, no funciona, porque requiere de toda tu atención. Todo lo demás queda en un segundo plano. Es importante, pero relativamente importante. Es decir, lo que uno llama mi vida, mi trabajo, mi responsabilidad, la esposa, los hijos, etcétera, 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 el cuidado del cuerpo. Eso es relativamente importante. Mientras todo eso sucede, entonces, ¿quién es el que reclama ser el hacedor de todo eso? El experimentador, de esto y lo otro. ¿Mm? Un profundo deseo por la liberación y discriminar entre lo real y lo ilusorio. ¿Mm? Remover la atención de lo ilusorio y llevarla a lo real, que no es otra cosa que uno mismo. Uno mismo es conciencia, pero uno cree ser el ego. Cuando uno como ego se observa a uno mismo, la idea de ser el observador desaparece y lo que queda es uno mismo. Consciente de uno mismo quiere decir siendo uno mismo. Eso es lo que quiere decir consciente de ser conciencia, porque la conciencia no puede separarse en dos y convertirse en sujeto y objeto, y de sí misma. El buscador se descorazona, uno lo anima. Uno no puede, sí, uno nunca puede desanimar a nadie o dejar que nadie se rinda. Si el otro se rinde, sí, pero si le sugiere continúa, 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 continúa. Ahora, si yo no entiendo esto claramente, ¿cuándo lo voy a alcanzar en esta vida? Para mí es imposible. Bla, bla. Sí, si yo soy eso, ¿cómo va a ser imposible? Si yo soy eso, si yo soy eso y entiendo que yo soy eso, la pregunta acerca de esfuerzo o práctica simplemente no surge. ¿Sí? La comprensión absoluta y clara, la mente, si te quedas mentalmente quieto, si yo soy eso, sé que voy a buscar. Que voy a indagar inclusive. Ahora, debido a que las tendencias no me permiten quedarme quieto, entonces hay que indagar, es decir, llevar la atención al mismo yo y que no se queda quieto, eso aquieta al yo, porque que lo inquieta es algo, ¿sí? Si la atención va del algo al quién, el quién se queda quieto, no tiene ya nada por qué, si no hay objeto de inquietud. E inclusive saber algo, inclusive saber quién soy, porque si ya yo soy lo que soy, entonces el deseo por saber lo que soy es un obstáculo, porque implica negar que ya soy eso. O sea, el deseo por la liberación es fundamental, es necesario, hasta que llegas y conoces a alguien que sabe cuál es la verdad y te dice, ok, ahora abandona ese deseo. Cuando la mente se queda libre de deseos, se queda quieta. Hasta ahí puede llegar la mente. Sus esfuerzos, es una contradicción, pero sus esfuerzos solamente llegan hasta que se queda sin hacer esfuerzos. Solamente tiene que quedarse quieta, el resto es una cuestión de gracia, si se quiere.
Gracias.
¿Mm? A la orden. Mientras yo creo que soy la mente, es decir, el cuerpo, ¿verdad? Yo soy el cuerpo, esa es la mente, el pensamiento yo. Entonces, la costumbre de objetivizar debido a la idea de ser el cuerpo, ¿ok? Que todo lo que yo voy a conocer es un objeto, entonces también objetivizo la conciencia. Es decir, creo que yo la voy a experimentar objetivamente, cuando la conciencia no es ni sujeto ni objeto, y en realidad el sujeto y el objeto tampoco existen. Mm. El conocimiento intelectual no es simplemente para memorizarlo. Ah, ya, ok, ya sí. Si realmente se entiende, todo lo demás es muy fácil. Raro aquel que va directo al conocimiento de sí mismo y no le interesa saber nada más sino a sí mismo. O sea, no quiere saber ni de conceptos ni nada. ¿Más preguntas? Terry, Terry the Terrible.
Hey, Caesar.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good
Yeah,
for you.
good.
Good.
Hey, I was listening to one of your satsangs that I recorded, where you were chatting with Shani about ayahuasca sessions and that, and um, you mentioned that when you were in your shaman type era, all of that was just mind concentration, and you didn't use any of these hallucinogenics or any of that rubbish. Um, so, I mean, what do you mean by mind concentration? Were you doing some kind of form of self-inquiry or?
Oh, no, 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 no. Self-inquiry is concentration onto something. This is how you develop psychic powers.
Right. Okay. So do you mean like just being present or focused or?
No, just prayers and all sorts of things, but it was focused onto something.
Right. Some kind of an outcome or?
Yeah, yes.
Right. Okay. Because I
And,
still,
and there is a desire for such powers and for such
uh
experiences. So the interest is into something. So you focus on that something.
right. Okay. Hmm.
If you want to heal somebody, you must focus on the
That
healing, right?
outcome.
You must basically to project that mentally.
Right. Okay. Wouldn't that all be possible with self-awareness anyway? So would
Yes,
that,
yes, but the psychic powers may show up as an obstacle. It will show up as a distraction, and
mm,
we may fall under the illusion that the development of psychic powers is realization, and it isn't.
mm,
Once the ego is gone, these powers may operate spontaneously, right?
uh-huh, right,
Or the sage can just take them for the sake of somebody, never for himself,
right, sure.
and never to show up or show off. I don't know.
Mm, yeah, yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah,
There was a man that came to see Ramana, a leprosy, a man with leprosy.
right,
And normally those sages at that time, they normally used to keep a fire nearby, they burning with wood.
uh-huh,
And then this man asked, please heal me, right? And Ramana took a handful of ashes and gave it to him, right?
right,
Normally they eat it or rub it in the wound or something. The thing is that the mind got cured. And then
okay,
this man brought other people with leprosy, and Ramana didn't heal them because it's like he said, okay, that's it. If I do this one more time, right, people will see me as a miracle man, right?
yeah,
And they will not be interested in the truth.
mm, yeah, it'll be a distraction.
Yes. So Ramana Maharshi himself says that talking about this matter, psychic power, he says that in the neighborhood of the sage, there is a power that gets activated spontaneously under whatever circumstances spontaneously. It's not out of will.
Yeah, sure. It's just there.
Even he says, somebody pass a comment about Jesus, and he said Jesus couldn't have been aware of his powers, right? That meaning that even if he apparently did something for that to happen, it was spontaneous.
Mm.
When Jesus cured the blind man, and the blind man said, please, what can I do for you to thank you for that? And he said, what can you do for me? Nothing. Go and be happy. Just don't tell anybody that I did it. Because it's not the person, the body that is really in charge of anything.
Sure.
There are some passages on the Bible, some letters of some apostles to the Romans or Corinthians or whatever, I don't remember whom.
Yeah.
All the powers, such as clairvoyance, healing, or any other power, right? They come from the spirit. They are not one's,
To do with the
one's own, yeah. So they are
Mm.
attributed by a higher power or whatever you like to call it, right?
Right.
So the desire of psychic powers in this school is unacceptable. See, even the psychic power must be seen as like yuck, not interesting.
Yeah, right.
Because
Yeah, sure.
they are very attractive, right?
Yeah.
And they can inflate the ego.
Mm. Yeah.
Now I have a psychic ego, a powerful ego. I have the attraction, the attention of the people. People get attracted to me. Woo. And this me becomes,
Yeah.
yeah, you can develop some sense of superiority, kind of an arrogance.
Yeah. Um, for me, I'm still finding it challenging just to be around people. It's like forget about healing people and that kind of stuff. I'm just it's like, I'm not interested in healing anyone because then I feel like
That's normal.
afterwards.
That's natural. We might succeed. We might not succeed in avoiding people because sometimes circumstances, destiny, whatever you like to call it, we can't avoid.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to go to work and stuff like that, so it's
Exactly. But
unavoidable.
one of the hallmarks or a sign of progress is that we lose interest in.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Yeah, we lose interest in all, even one's own body, right?
We're
Right, okay. So I mean, when you say,
If you are not attached to your own body, you are not attached to anybody else. You are not interested even in your own body. I mean, you may get to the okay, I better look after it, right?
yes.
yeah, sure, yeah,
Because of the practicality of daily life. I would rather have a car that is in good condition, so even not, I will be more comfortable going from point A to point B, right?
yeah,
But
that's fair enough.
this is how you see the body, just as a chariot, as a vehicle or something, right?
A spacesuit,
Yeah, and the mind is just the driving wheel, right?
yeah,
But you don't even when you drive your car, you don't say I am the car, right?
yeah.
And some people do.
Well,
Some people
yeah,
when they are in those posh cars, you can see
yeah,
the car is an extension of his ego.
Yeah.
yeah. So, but I mean, I still, and right now, I am doing my best to not be engrossed in any pain that I feel. Like it normally for me, it's emotional pain. Like I feel this pain in my chest. So right now I'm doing what I can not to pay much attention to that. And not to get into any stories or not to get engrossed in it. But it's still pretty obvious, and sometimes it even feels like it's when I do that, I feel even more pain. So it's still quite challenging.
It's like we are not interested. We are not interested, but we don't mind. Okay?
Mm,
So I don't mind that I don't mind. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
mm. Yeah. So the pain is there. It's like, so what?
You mean physical pain?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, usually I'm not talking about like if I hurt my body or something. It's more like the emotional pain or the energetic pain that I feel from people.
Ignore them.
Mm.
Mm.
So the more you ignore it, the less of an issue it is.
Yes, you may. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Pay no
I think
atten-
I have to.
pay no attention to it.
Yeah.
Everything that goes away by not paying attention. Don't pay attention to Shani to see how she goes away.
Let go away.
I'm joking. I mean, it's true, but I'm joking about.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, sure. And the quicker it'll go away as well, I guess.
Mm. Your own
Yeah.
thoughts, right? The idea is to
Mm.
ignore it, see, no, to pay no attention to it. No attention to thought, no attention to anything.
Mm.
See, that the attention falls back to you. See,
Yes.
also,
Okay.
yes,
Right. Okay.
because
Yeah.
even
You're right.
though to be aware of, to pay attention to something, I must be aware,
Mm.
I must be conscious of being, right?
Mm. Yeah.
But because I am paying more attention to anything else than to myself, then
Yeah. Okay.
forgetfulness of oneself as we actually are just takes place, right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I am. It's just mixed up with the body. That's all.
Right.
It's like light, the light that is mixed up with a slide, right?
Uh-huh.
Then it appears to be the projection, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But light in reality it remains as it is.
Mm.
It just appears to have a form now, right?
Right.
It appears to be the projection, that's all.
Mm. Sure.
There is a power or a light that somehow, not to go into details because I think it's difficult to explain, but some kind of a light emerges from the self, right? And then it
Mm.
touches this light, and now it appears to be it, right?
Right.
I am the self, but I appear to be the body, right?
Mm.
To have a form, see? When the sunlight gets associated with an object, the shadow appear, right?
Yeah. Sure.
The light of a stuff, the self gets associated with an object, then the shadow appears. The shadow is the thought,
Right.
I am the body.
And our consciousness is just a reflection of it, our awareness, or
No,
our mind. It's just a
but
reflection of,
the mind, yeah, it depends upon now we're going to semantics, right?
yeah, sure.
Because nowadays awareness is the self,
Yeah.
consciousness is right.
So it's more like the mind is a reflection of, or the pure mind is a reflection of consciousness.
Yes. When they For the knowledge of being consciousness to become evident, right?
Mhm.
The mind has to be in its purest state, which is a very subtle sense of self. It won't disappear until the body dies.
Right.
That's the purest reflection of this. So it still is a reflection, but that means when the mind is totally still. It's like the moonlight in daylight.
Mhm.
It is there. It hasn't disappeared, right? Because the sun is shining, right?
Mhm.
Because the sun rises, the moon hasn't disappeared, right?
Right.
But you know which one is the one that is really illuminating, right?
Yeah.
The moon and the world.
Mhm.
So the other light is not, it has no light on its own. See, you realize that the moon has no light on its own. It's just reflecting the light of the sun. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So the mind is a reflection of the light of the self. And the real one is the self. The other one is just pale reflection of the self.
Mhm.
So when that reflection with that light is not associated with the object, then there is no I am the body idea.
Mhm.
But certainly it is a good sign actually when we are not interested in anything. Detachment, see, dispassion.
Mhm.
You just want to be quiet and still. The seeker is tired of his activities. First, the material one, and then go for the spiritual one. Then he also gets tired of the spiritual ones, right?
Yeah.
All the spiritual gymnastics, right? And then he becomes mature and is ready to meet, see, the one that can try to provide proper guidance.
Mhm.
What shall I do to not just be still? The seeker is tired. How can a guru tell him to keep on doing things? That guru is a torturer. Keeps on torturing this seeker by asking me to do this, that, and the other. Right?
Yeah, sure.
When the ego is gone, you have nothing in particular to do. See, if there is no identity with this body, right?
Mhm.
Then you will see this body as the totality of the world.
Mhm.
So you will see. It's collective action, so to speak. It's a collective movement. It's not an individual movement. Huh?
Yeah.
So the movement of this body is literally the movement of the entire universe. So what this body is doing is what the universe is doing, because this body is the universe, right?
Yeah, sure.
So action is no longer a personal thing, right?
Right.
And then this body, well, it will do whatever it's meant to do. We simply don't limit oneself to it.
Gotcha.
Then you leave him alone. It's not that you want to do something or that you don't want to do something, right? You know that what you are is neither doing or not doing. What you are simply is just being, right?
Right.
And then we just witness, so to speak, witness everything, right? And yet you can't separate the witness from what is witnessed.
Hmm.
It's two sides of one coin. It's funny. You begin to, it's like you're dreaming, you're awake, and yet you're awake while you are dreaming. Not, no, I'm talking about a conscious dream when you dream consciously, whatever, right? This is what people understand by conscious dream. They can consciously dream whatever.
Yeah,
They
sure.
consciously hallucinate something else, right? Like you're dreaming and you know that you are dreaming. You're awake. More than awake, aware. Right? If the ego is not gone fully, sometimes the experience may be shocking. Like, Jesus. It's
Like
just
things
a,
might seem.
it's just a dream. It's not different than the dream state. Imagine that you are dreaming and somehow you know that you are dreaming, right?
Hmm.
Not even you are dreaming. The mind is the dreamer and the dream, that you are completely different from any of it, right? That in reality you got nothing to do with it. You're a mere spectator. We spoke about it before. See, when the ego is gone, you no longer see many things on a screen, right?
Hmm.
You see, it is one projection. All that is one thing. There are no multiple things projected on the screen. Oh, it is a building here and a car and somebody and a dog and a tree and a bird and a river. No, all that is one image, right? It's one, because what we call objective reality is also a unit, it's indivisible, right? In reality, there are no multiple objects, right? Science can prove that now, no?
Yeah, sure.
That there is no separation, right? But not, no, it's not a non-separation in the context that this knowledge speaks about, right? Is that this object is not separated from the microphone, right?
Right.
Science speak about strings of energy that's it's like a thread that unites everything and so on, right?
Yeah, sure.
It has been proven scientifically that there is no conscious decision. Even a machine, I think like 7 seconds or something, can know the answer to a question before you give an answer, right?
Right.
You've heard about that experiment, right?
Yeah, I've heard of similar things, yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked chocolate or vanilla, and a machine can read the impulses, right? When they reach your brain before you give the answer, the machine knows it before you, right? So basically, the answer is preordained. It's a program, right?
Yeah, yeah. Conditioning.
There's no chooser and a choice. So there is no freedom of choice. It is predetermined, right? And that doesn't mean it is predetermined, but in a way, there is no limited predetermination. In the infinite amount of possibility is the possibility that what is predetermined can change also, right? So nobody have a bloody clue. See? What is karma, right? So imagine that the individual karma is the result of previous actions, right? So it is
Uh-huh.
predetermined by the past. That is
Right.
what it says. My present life is the result of previous thoughts, words, and actions, right?
Yeah, sure.
Remove the idea of individuality, okay? Then we go to collectivity, right?
Mhm.
Then whose karma is it? Is it personal? Is it individual? Is it what? And we get to know all this by doing absolutely nothing also. You get to know yourself by doing nothing, and then you got to know everything else without doing nothing. And somehow everything gets revealed. And there is no pride on that.
And there's no what, sorry?
Pride,
All right.
because this is no one's knowledge. You may hear it coming through this body, but it doesn't belong to Caesar.
Right.
Caesar knows nothing. He doesn't even know itself. And the body is not self-aware. There is body consciousness. It is body identity that gives the impression that this body is conscious, right? That I am Caesar. I'm conscious of being and conscious of everything else. See? That's the mind. Conscious of being and everything else. I and the subject, object, right?
Right.
I am conscious and then I am unconscious, right? It's an individual consciousness, it's called. Sense of individuality, mind, ego, reflected consciousness, and all that. And mind is that thought. I am the body.
Mm.
I am self-aware. Okay? I have my own consciousness. I don't depend from any other consciousness. It's my own. Okay? separate, autonomous, independent, individual consciousness. Okay? I am this individual, right? This person. It's a personal I, individual I, or whatever that's the I thought.
Mm. What's the feeling of emptiness?
Hmm?
Like when things seem, what's the feeling of emptiness when everything seems empty?
When everything seems empty,
Yeah, sometimes that, like there's nothing exists.
because nothing exists. Because it only appeared to exist, right? And the sphere of emptiness is empty also, of form, right? If the emptiness is observed, then it's not real emptiness, right? Emptiness actually means empty of form, name, characteristic, attributes, and all that stuff. Not that the self or consciousness is empty. It's whole, it's complete, right? And alive. I mean, if it
Okay.
is consciousness means being conscious, right? So
Mhm.
it must be alive. How can be an inert? You cannot put this, it's a contradiction in terms. An inert consciousness. Oh, right.
Okay, so the emptiness is emptiness of form.
If it doesn't know that it is, how can it know anything else? Right? If it's not self-aware, then how can it know anything else? Right?
Is loss of body consciousness like emptiness? Would that be a feeling of?
Yeah, because there is nothing.
Mm,
Like deep sleep. There is nothing. Only myself. And that nothingness appears as everythingness. Nothing appears as everything, right? But even though it remains as nothing, because it has no reality whatsoever. This is this is the so-called potentiality, because it hasn't appeared as something yet. It is still there as nothing, right? In a latent potential state, right? That's potentiality.
wow.
And anything can happen. See? And that's mind. Right? So the mind can appear as anything. Mind can take any form. The unmanifest. See? Means it hasn't appeared yet, manifested as, I don't know, a bird, a tree, right? It's some patterns of behavior. What is this? It's a whole bunch of patterns of behavior. See, the universe behaves in a particular way, right? In a particular pattern. Hmm?
Right.
Still, there are infinite amount of patterns of behavior ready just to show up. It is like everything gets reorganized in deep sleep, see? Right? And then again. So it can give a sense of, so there can be a sense of continuity, right? In time and space. Hmm?
Sure.
You go to sleep, everything is gone. When you wake up, there is a continuity. And apparently, oh, Jesus, this is new, new movement, new experience, new people, new song, new something. You know?
Yeah, sure.
Consciousness is just there, right? Everything else is all this is mind, appears and disappears, right?
Mm.
It's like mini big bangs.
Mm.
Some people call it the breath of Brahma. Okay? When it inhales, it absorbs everything. When it exhales, okay, it manifests everything. It's an analogy, it's a way to
Yeah, sure.
speak and to mythify it. You know? As the power of imagination of the self mind. That is a psychic power. You don't have to worry about it. People want psychic powers. This already happening. All this is a psychic power. It's the power of the psyches of the mind, yeah, manifested as all this. Miracles means spontaneous manifestation. What is this? But a spontaneous manifestation, miracle. And yet I want a miracle, right? Because for the
Yeah.
ego, nothing is enough. God, prove that you exist. And the fact that you exist means that I do exist, right?
Mm.
You are a miracle. I mean, from the relative point of view, right? You are the
Yeah,
miracle,
sure.
you are the miracle, and yes, you're asking for one.
Mm.
It says, no, the Bible, know yourself and you will know everything else.
Yeah.
So, what else?
That's good.
That's it.
So don't worry about that. Don't feel bad or guilty if you don't feel like socializing or I'm telling you, see, Nasia sometimes have to hang me on the balcony. See, like when she does the laundry, she hang me also there with the clothes, so I can get some sun and so I will not grow mold.
Dry out a bit. Mm. It's more
And
just
but if I find somebody in an elevator, hello, good morning, how are you? If you stop for another 30 seconds and talk about that's fine. I mean, if it happens organically, so to speak, if it happens, it's not that you're
mm,
looking forward to it, right? It
yeah, sure.
happens, right? A neighbor or a friend calls you, or you meet him in the street or whatever, right? But you're not looking
Mm,
forward for anything.
yeah. I was just trying to get my head around like Jesus being when you're a shaman healing people's pain, and I'm not even looking to heal people, and I'm already feeling more than enough pain. It's like,
Yeah.
um, but I'll pay less and less attention to it.
Mm. Because it's not theirs or yours. See?
Mm,
It's a collective thing.
yeah, sure.
And you cannot not be aware of it because you cannot not be the awareness that you are. You can't see it, can't separate yourself. But if you know your reality, right, then you know that you are not affected by it.
Right, sure.
And to bother you, you must feel separate from it. You may project it as the object of your experience. I am the subject, and this is an object, and this is happening to me. I perceive it, the doer of the perception, the doer of the experience, and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's what we normally understand by consciousness, right? That is more perception than anything else.
yeah,
So as consciousness, there is no separation between you and anything. You are everything.
yeah,
That's the ego, the false consciousness or the false awareness. I am the body, right? And then I
right.
separate. This is why I want to control it. Right? I want to choose, right?
Yeah,
Not this, but that. And then I want psychic powers to control everything, including myself.
mm. Thanks again for the reminder.
Thank you,
No,
Caesar.
not at all. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Mm.
Nos vemos mañana. Das after. Ci vediamo domani. No, in Italian, creo. In italiano.
Italian, yeah.